Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Institute, the place where we learn to be the leaders that God's called us to be. And today I want to talk a bit about those pesky tasks that keep hanging around on your to-do list. You know, those things that you put them there and then it stays there, and then the next week it's still there, and then it's there again the next week, and you keep meaning to get to it, but you don't, or there's a little bit of discomfort in getting to that, or the project seems a little bit, it seems too big, and or you might have to have a difficult conversation, and those things just kind of linger there. Well, I want to talk a bit about those two words that I think are really, really helpful when it comes to those tasks. It is the idea around focus and finish. Like, take a look at that thing and just set aside some time to focus on it. Like, mark it in your calendar. Like, block out a time in your calendar and say, I'm going to do this thing. Shut your door and focus on that task with the goal to finish, not to do a little bit of it and do a little bit of it, but to focus on it and finish on it. The thing about those tasks is often they are they kind of loom out there, and the reality is once you focus on them and finish them, you realize that was actually easier than I thought it was going to be, most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. And then there's also a lot of emotional energy and mental energy to keep that thing there. Like, you keep looking at it, and then you look at it again, and you look at it again, and then you start to feel stressed about it, that it's still there, and then you start to feel bad about it yourself, that it's still there. And those things just need to be moved. Like, you need to focus on them and finish on them and get it gone. So a question I have for you today is, what are those few things, and there might be many of them, but kind of prioritize them to just one or two, three of those key things that are on your to-do list that you need to get done this week. Like, you're done. You're slaying those dragons and we're doing them. So what are those like three or four things that you just need to focus and finish? And I want you to write those things down. And then I want you, if you are a supervisor, to ask those that are in this room that you lead, what are those tasks that you're going to focus and finish this week? And then what I want you to do is maybe beat your supervisor to it. And don't wait for your supervisor to ask, but you go to them in your next one-on-one and say, here's the things this week that I'm going to focus and finish on. Here's the times I've blocked out in my calendar, and I'm just going to get these things accomplished and get them moved on. All right, that's it for today. Focus and finish.